Thank you. Bow to brown sashes, advanced and intermediate. Welcome. All right, everyone follow Eric. Good to see you today. And Senior Head Instructor will be out in a second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. On your jump jacks.
Yes, sir.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100.
What's your position?
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2,
Yes, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
What's the other?
Yes, sir.
What's your position? Yes, sir. 1, 2,
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
These are way too fast. What's your position? Yes,
Sir.
1, 2,
Sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
On your back with this kit.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, sir. 3, sir.
Sir.
4,
4,
sir.
sir.
5,
5,
sir.
sir.
6, sir.
7, sir.
8, sir.
9, sir. 10,
11,
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir.
8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir.
1, sir, 2, sir,
3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir,
8, sir,
9, sir, 30, sir.
Get up. Yes, sir. Reach up.
Sir.
Remember to touch your toes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Bend one leg in. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Reach up. And then touch your toes. Yes, sir.
Sir.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Which leg? Yes, sir. Reach up, then over, touch your toes. Yes, sir. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 9, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Seated angle? No. Oh yeah, feet together. Alright,
Sir.
bend down and try to touch your nose to your toes, or as far as you can go. Yes,
Sir.
1, sir,
2,
2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir, 17, sir, 18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Seated angle. Doing to the left.
Sir.
Well,
Switch. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Arms up, back straight.
Sir.
1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Reach to one side.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Other side. Yes, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Why don't you stretch if you can? Reach to both sides.
Sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir.
13, sir.
14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Last stretch. Bend one leg back and lean back. Switch.
Sir.
Sit up.
Yes, sir.
Do any additional stretches to the dog? Yes, sir.
So usually we start the year with brand new unit. So starting at the beginning of the form and working our way through. We just did the end, right? So sometimes that the middle part is where we all kind of get a little fuzzy, right? Because we haven't done tiger and crane in a little while. We haven't done leopard snake in a little while. So we're just gonna start at the beginning. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Right, so
sir.
let's all scoot down this way a little bit. Attention, stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 animals, salute.
2 tigers, hide their trail.
2 tigers, side of the trail.
Say tay, tie.
Tay, tie.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
So what I'm looking for is a flat palm, right? So if you're doing this motion, you're trying to make your palm as flat as you can, so you have to flex that wrist back. Flex it back. There you go. Yeah, like that. Beauty looks in the mirror.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Same thing when we do our ready stance. If you go like this and just open your hand, do your ready stance and then open your hand, that's beauty looks in the mirror. So that's the position your elbow should be in, not out to the side, in to the front. That's right. Cross wind bends the willow.
Cross the wind bends the willow.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
Bend the knees so that your hips can't turn when you do your push. You just want to push. Right here is far enough, right? You don't have to go much further than that. So don't go as far as you can. Right here is comfortable, that's enough. One finger divides China.
One finger divides China.
Press. 10,000
pounds.
Hold those thumbs in. Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon
Release from sea.
Dragon plays in the water.
Dragon plays in the water.
4 fingers face the sky.
4 fingers face the sky.
Go back to here. So when you do 4 fingers, you're going to strike in towards your center, circle out, and back to here. Right? So from here, strike in or block in, circle here. From here, drop, circle, circle out, circle. Same with this one, right? You drop, lock, in. Yes, okay. So stay, go back here. Boom, we just did this one. Circle the other way.
Is there?
There you go. Dragon serves a pearl.
Dragon serves the pearl.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
One finger divides China.
One finger divides China.
Press.
Press.
10,000
pounds.
I've got to keep those thumbs in. Right, you can't do loser.
Yeah,
Can't do that. But yeah, keep it, fold it in. Do a tiger claw and then just stick one finger up. Do a tiger claw, stick one finger up. Try it again. Tiger claw. Squeeze with all. Squeeze, 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 and then one finger. It made it a little bit easier. Okay? Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Leopard. Oh, sorry, not leopard. Dragon plays in the water.
Dragon plays in the water.
4 fingers face the sky.
4 fingers face the sky.
Dragon serves a pearl.
Dragon serves a pearl.
Wind punch.
Punch method.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Now, really quickly, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think there's, because poison hands is so easy, do you think there's a difference between the way a red sash does poison hands and a green sash does poison hands?
Yes, sir.
Who thinks they can show me that? Just raise your hand if you can show me that. Okay, let's take a stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Say tay tie.
Say tie.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
One finger divides China.
One finger divides China.
Press.
Press.
10,000
pounds.
Keep the finger straight, keep the thumb. Yep. Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon plays in the water.
Dragon plays in the water.
4 fingers face the sky.
4 fingers face the sky.
Dragon serves a pearl.
Dragon serves the pearl.
Try not to let your shoulders turn when you do your punch. Stay straight and just punch straight forward as far as you can. Dragon spits the pearl.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Beauty looks in the mirror.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
Push the flower up the sleeve.
One finger divides China.
One finger divides China.
Press.
Press.
10,000
pounds.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Dragon plays in the water.
Dragon plays in the water.
4 fingers face the sky.
4 fingers face the sky.
Dragon serves a pearl.
Dragon serves the pearl.
Wind punch
Wind punch
method.
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 Dragon spits the pearl.
Dragon spits the pearl.
Sweep in front, sweep behind.
Sweep in front, sweep behind.
Behind.
Raise the sun and moon.
Raise the
Sun and moon.
Vulture pulls its wings.
Vulture pulls its wings.
Double bow spears a flower.
Double bow spears a flower.
Duck traverses water.
Dog traverses water.
Press.
1,000 pounds.
Double dragons leap from sea.
Feet, double dragon leaps from sea.
Establish an iron bridge.
Establish an iron bridge.
So that- Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge right.
Soft bridge right.
Hero holds a pot.
Hero holds a pot.
Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea.
Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea.
Crane flashes its wings.
Crane flashes its wings.
Crane folds wings.
Crane folds its wings.
Twin daggers cut the bridge.
Twin daggers cut the bridge.
Tiger defends left.
Tiger defends left.
Tiger defends right.
Tiger defends right.
Right.
Tiger defends behind.
Tiger defends behind.
Tiger cleans its whiskers.
Tiger cleans its whiskers.
Outside block. And iron body.
Iron body.
5 animal salute.
Salute.
2 tigers behind their trail.
Two tigers behind the trail.
Raise your hand if that was easy. Right, you knew that already? Poison hands and iron body isn't the hardest, they're the easiest, right? We just did the hardest, so it seems pretty easy if you just got through doing drunken and dragon, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, we're not pivoting and twisting on our toes and stuff, so all should be well. Here's what we're going to do. There are some subtle details that you as advanced students should have over those that are not in the advanced class. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are gonna pair off, do a little bit of partner work, not for long, just to the top of the hour, so you have to do hard work. If I notice you're not doing hard work, I'm probably gonna have you work out more. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Make sure folks are doing your work. Mr. Payne, Mr. Evans, and Saul. Actually, Mr. Payne, Saul, and Eric. Y'all can be over here.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Ian, William, and Aiden can be over here.
Yes, sir.
And Madeline, she made it. Y'all welcome Crystal to the class. Jacqueline's cousin, Jacqueline's other cousin. We're saying Jacqueline's got 3 cousins in there, y'all better watch out.
We just have to get a code.
They, I don't know, they might be, I know Crystal.
Who's good about some days?
Okay, okay, go ahead with your partner, bow to your partner, and just be, sorry, I was about to say it last time, but just poise hands and iron body, bow to your partners, and begin.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Sophie, you can be there.
Five animal salute.
5 animal salute.
2 tigers side the trail.
2 tigers hide the trail.
Tay, tie.
Tay, tie.
Press the tiger, hide the dragon.
Press the tiger, hide the dragon.
He looks in the mirror.
He looks in the mirror.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Crosswind bends the willow.
Flower salute.
Keeps the flower asleep.
One finger divides China.
One finger divides China. Yes, 10,000 pounds. Dragon leaps from sea. Dragon plays in the water. 4 fingers face the sky. Dragon serves the pearl. Dragon spits the pearl. Press the tiger, hide the dragon. He looks in the mirror. Crosswind bends the willow. Push the flower to sleep. One finger divides China. Yes, 10,000 pounds. Dragon leaps from sea. Dragon plays in the water. 4 fingers face the sky. Dragon serves the pearl. Wind punches method. Dragon spits the pearl. Sweep in front, sweep behind. Raise the sun and moon. Vulture pulls its wings. Double bow spears the flower. Duck traverses water.
Double dragon plays the sea. Four fingers. Stout triangle. Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge left.
Soft bridge right.
Soft bridge right.
Holds the butt.
Here holds the pot.
Okay, move to the bottom of the sea.
Move to the bottom of the sea.
Wing flash. Wing flash. Raise the
Fan flash
wings.
his wings.
Fan
folds wings.
Twin dagger cuts the bridge.
Twin dagger cuts the bridge.
Tiger defends left.
Tiger defends left. Tiger defends right. Tiger defends behind. Tiger cleans its whiskers.
And hero of the
Fight animal salute.
Two tigers on trail.
Two tigers by the trail.
Great flash between. Flame folds wings. Twin divers cut the bridge. Tiger
It's just a double
defends
crossing
left.
there as well.
Tiger defends left. Tiger defends right. Tiger's right. Tiger defends right. Tiger defends behind. Tiger cleans its whiskers. Tiger cleans its whiskers. In tiger body. Yes, sir.
Fight animal salute. Two tigers by the trail. Tay tie.
First tiger by the trail.
First tiger by the trail. Eight looks in the air. First one bends the willow. Fish the flower up the sleeve. One finger divides China. Yes. 10,000 pounds. Dragon eats from sea. Dragon plays in the water. Four fingers face the sky. Dragon serves the pearl. Dragon spits the pearl. Suppress the tiger, hide the dragon. Three looks in the air. Cross wing bends the willow. Push the flower up the sleeve. One finger divides China. Press. 10,000 pounds. Dragon eats from sea. Dragon plays in the water. Four fingers face the sky. Dragon serves the pearl. Wind punching method. Dragon spits the pearl. In front, sweeping behind. Raise the sun and moon. Dolphin pulls its wings. Double dove spears the cloud. Duck traverses water. 10,000 pounds. Double dragons leap from sea. Establish Nine Bridge. Soft bridge left. Soft bridge right. Hero holds the pot. Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea. Fan flashes wings. Crane folds wings. Twin daggers cut the bridge. Tiger defends left. Tiger defends right. Tiger defends behind. Tiger cleans its whiskers. Tiger salute. Two tigers by the trail.
Oh, yeah, tiger defends left. Tiger defends right. Tiger defends behind. Tiger cleans whiskers.
Crazy person?
Oh, yeah.
Crazy person? No. Oh. Third one?
Well, so the first one in our body is sweep and
Stand tall.
which is basically doing exactly what I said.
Two tigers hide the trail.
Getting you into the
Dragon attack.
then touch the tiger.
Press the tiger, hide the dragon. Baby looks in the mirror. Cross wind bends the willow.
That is very much like
Push the flower up the sleeve. One finger divides China. Rest. 10,000 pounds. Dragon used from sea. Dragon plays in the water. Four fingers face the sky. Dragon serves the pearl. Dragon spits the pearl. Press the tiger, hide the dragon. Beauty looks in the mirror. Cross wind bends the willow. I don't know where your push the flower up the sleeve. One finger divides China. Rest. 10,000 pounds. Dragon eats from sea. Dragon plays in the water. Four fingers face face the sky.
Sky.
Dragon serves a pearl.
Wind.
Wind, flashing method. Dragon spits a pearl. Sweep in front, sweep behind. Raise the sun and moon. Vulture pulls its wings. Double bow spears the flower. Duck traverses water. Yes, 10,000 pounds. Double dragon saved from sea. Establish iron bridge. Soft bridge left. Soft bridge right.
And then there's
Hero holds the pot.
Here's the pot.
Scoop the moon from the bottom of the sea.
And then here's the bottom of the sea.
Rain flashes its wings. Fairies folds its wings. King daggers cut the bridge. Tiger defends left. Tiger defends right. Tiger defends behind. Tiger pulls its whiskers. Two tigers hide their trail. Instructor Hunter. Yes, sir. For soft bridge left and right, starting the video,
Other side,
bring your hands back, going over, but pretty similar.
Always comes in.
So from here, establish iron bridge. Then where you bring your hands to the right,
It kind of comes to the right, kind of like what we do.
okay.
Right, so here, out.
Yeah, and then,
And
yeah. Kind of come to the side.
Right, and what that is, like your Spanish awareness, like, while they're going, right? You see it coming, you bring your hands in and you guide me past you, right?
Okay.
So the best thing you can do practically is to not,
Yes, ma'am.
not step out of the way. That's just step back a little bit.
Yeah, we already know,
You're just guiding up. Bring the hands in and get your body turned close to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. Between daggers, this, one's a block. Is that, I've actually never,
You're on the pot?
Never,
not sure.
asked for an application. Actually, it
Homework test.
is. Oh, well, yeah, I'm looking at that. I've never heard of that. Haven't had one of those questions in a while.
Senior Head Instructor Hunter is tonight.
Oh, yes.
I already awarded the others.
So you can see it for 5:30 today. They signed up lots of you. So. They're gonna be coming in person now. Oh, right, y'all come back out. Did y'all already take a break? Yeah, you started.
You're working on iron body.
Oh, okay, take that one.
Yes, sir.
Save us right after this class. Save 2 hours. Tuesday, Thursday at 4:30. Or you can come to late class, 7:30 Tuesday.
Oh, what's the next, graduation?
That's a good question. I'll never use for. That's not too bad. 7:30
Like for me, sir.
Yeah. I know how to get up early because
Day 39, 32.
they swapped off the thing seamlessly today. We delivered.
Oh, perfect.
We delivered a full one, we took a full one. I mean, he was empty.
Yeah, yeah, great.
Don't go outside.
Awesome.
You're welcome. Okay. I could be copies of the schedule, but I can show you how to find it on your phone. Oh my. Y'all come back out? Yes, sir, sir. Okay. Okay.
Very
She goes to, she stays for 2 hours. Right. All right. Now do you feel a little bit better? Was that easy?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you don't need me to tell you anything. You've got to work with people that know, like study hall. Okay. So now, after you do poison hands and iron body, the two easier sets that most of you knew already is what? Who knows the next one?
It's a tiger?
No.
Leopard.
Leopard, right? We do leopard, snake, and then it's tiger. Right? So leopard, we're gonna start. It does all of the same moves on one side, and in turn, it does those same moves on the other side. Does that make sense? So
Yes, sir.
when you learn it on one side, you don't have to be too confused. You just gotta learn the same moves on the other side. So on to the other side. Everybody wants to be up there. Here you go. A little bit more. Just go down, stop. Go. More. Oh, past the knee, go past the knee. Yes, right. So the floor is so wide now, we have all this extra space, we can spread out that direction. Don't play with the thing. I said stand.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
5 animal salute.
5 salute.
2 tigers, high dip turn.
2 tigers.
So we'll pretend we just did the end of iron body, right? So we did our outside block like this. And then we close our fists, put our thumb on the side. This is the only time we'll ever do that. And hit the stomach. When you hit the stomach, you're gonna bring the hands here, dump feet together. And then you're gonna start the next section. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say sequence. Stomp and cross. Good. Lift, crane, front kick, pointed toe, step, elbow stand, and suppress the tiger. Easy enough?
Yes, sir. So,
Pearl bridge,
pearl bridge.
press,
10,000
pounds.
dragon leap from seat,
Dragon leaps from sea.
leopard palms a tree trunk,
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
leopard breaks its prey,
Leopard breaks its prey.
leopard breaks its prey,
Leopard breaks its prey.
leopard smothers its prey,
Leopard smothers its prey.
Arhat exits the cave,
Arhat exits the cave.
cross-cutting bamboo,
Cross-cutting bamboo.
divide the grass in search of snake.
Divide grass in search of snakes.
Yeah, the toes got, yeah, fix your knees. Throw a ball, threw away.
Threw a ball, threw it away.
That's hack.
Wow.
Are all of them leopard
Leopard.
holds?
Yeah, like leopard strikes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Now, we do those same moves on the other side. Easy enough.
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
So as we get through the form, I told you the most difficult one is the last 2 sections. So it gets more difficult as we get through the form. White horse, off his front leg.
White horse on his front leg.
Suppress, this one is a side kick, crane, side kick down low. Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Press.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Keep your weight even. Keep that right heel down. Dragon leap from seat.
Dragon leaps from sea.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Leopard smothers its prey.
Arhat exits the cave.
Arhat exits the cave.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Cross-cutting bamboo.
Divide the grass in search of snake.
Divide the grass in search of snakes.
Throw a ball. Threw away.
Throw a ball,
Threw away.
Now there's 5 to 6 moves that happen after that to end the whole leopard section.
Yes, sir.
It's not as long as you thought it was, right? It's kind of short. Double ball. That's right. That's right. All right. So now we're going to try to take it in parts that we can remember. So remember, I always say 3 if they're super difficult. Moves are super difficult. 3 move increments, but we're going to go 5 because those were easy. All right. Let's hit a stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
White horse offers front leg.
Horse on his front leg.
That's 1. Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Now, your chest should be pointed toward the stairs. Uh-huh. Press the body. Yep. Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Dragon leaps from seat.
Dragon leaps from seat.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Feet together.
Yes, sir.
Pretty easy feels on the other side. White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Turn the body. No, turn that foot. Turn that toe. Turn the toe. You don't have to spread the feet. Your stance is fine. You just have to turn the toes that direction and your chest. There you go. Press down, press down, press down. Your feet are too far apart. Bring them closer together. Yeah, better. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Bend your front knee. Don't spread your feet. Just bend the front knee. Put it back. Bend the front knee. And press down with this hand. Chamber up really far back. Yep. Chamber and press. Reset.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's try this side again. White horse. Reset means tighten up like this. White horse offers front leg.
White horse offers front leg.
Suppress the tiger.
Suppress the tiger.
Pearl bridge.
Pearl bridge.
Spread the feet. Like that. Wider. Yeah, now bend the knee. Stay there, huh? Press 10,000 pounds.
Press 10,000 pounds.
Dragon leaps from seat.
Dragon leaps from seat.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard palms a tree trunk.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Leopard breaks its prey.
Feet together.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to see how you perceive the other side of leopard breaks its prey. Sometimes we end up doing the same side on both sides because it's a little confusing, the trading of the hands and the block and the strike and all that jazz, the up and down, up and down. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
It just gets a little, that's why we have, say, poem. That's why the poem exists. So the names that we're saying are not just the name of the move. It's actually a poem, a very long, story, poem. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So a
sir.
lot of times the name or the poem will tell you about what the move does, right? So one of the moves that we did in Iron Body, give you a second to breathe, was called Duck Traverses Water, right? Anybody know what traverse means? Travel, like traverse, to go through. Traverse means to go through. So when you see a duck traversing through water, what does that mean?
The
duck is traveling through the water, right? And who's ever seen a duck paddle? Right? What does it look like underwater? Anybody ever seen it? There's ones like this, right? Because they have to push them. They treat their webbed feet like paddles, and they pull the water, like 1, 2. So underwater, they're going like this pretty fast. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So since they're pulling 1, 2, and trying to get where they're going, when we simulate that duck traverses water is 1 and 2, right? So we're doing, they're doing small motions with their feet. We're pretending and doing big motions with our hands. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So duck traverses water tells you, okay, then they should traverse, right? They should come here like duck paddles. All right, let's take the stance.
Yes, sir.
Stand tall.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Figure it.
Bow to Senior Head Instructor.
Bow to advanced and intermediate level students.